Hey guys, Jen and the ever-present Samson here. Hope everybody is doing well. So I was looking at the current events on my Google feed, and I like to check in with you guys about current events, and there were some strange synchronicities. So we're going to start here. This should be super quick. It's just some things I thought were very interesting to take note of in a couple of different areas here. This is the gods of Egypt. I'm actually watching this right now as I hang some lights in my room and just kind of get everything ready for winter. And if you've never seen it, it's not bad. I love how they work in the high tech to ancient Egypt like they did on Stargate. So it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. Anything mythological, there's always a lesson to learn. But this is the beginning narration. I wanted to start the video here because it actually has something in common with what I was just checking on my Google feed while I took a break from what I was doing. So the narration starts, "Few know the whole story. From what I recall, begins something like this. Before history began, Egypt was the cradle of life, a paradise of gods who created. So they decided to live there with his lower creation, man. It was impossible to confuse gods with mortals who worshipped them. The gods were higher, gold, instead of blood running through his veins, and could transform at will in all sorts of terrifying beasts." That's as far as I'm going to go. There was a few erroneous words here. You can pull it up and look at the beginning, but I thought they had gold running through their veins instead of blood was very telling, considering we've looked at Ormus and how it's supposed to be white gold, and this was on both channels like way back, and I've talked to you guys off and on about that manna from heaven. So they had blood running or gold running through their veins instead of blood. Kind of explains a lot. And in the movie it actually says they were taller instead of higher. So very interesting that I'm watching that and as I'm watching that, let me see if I can. Nope. There. As I'm watching that, I'm going through the Google feed and this came up. Rare lunar analemma and now analemma photographed over the Egyptian pyramids. See, it's almost like a figure eight from the one angle. And it goes on to tell you about this and the lunar cycle over the pyramids in Egypt. And cannons are like amazing for night photography and sky photography. It says they are often associated with the sun, but they can also be created for other celestial entities and are renowned for being difficult to photograph. What makes his photograph so important is not just the challenging nature, but it's the first time it has been captured by an Egyptian astrophotographer. So that's pretty cool. Just something neat that's going on there. Now, the other thing that was in the feed, a couple other things real quick. Scientists manipulate quantum fluids of light, bringing us closer to next-generational unconventional computing. So they're talking, what I'm gathering here, and I'll include the link because it gets very technical, the jargon, and you know the physics girl, I am not, but I am doing my best. There's a schematic of a double-die organic microcavity, okay? In a quantum leap toward the future unconventional computing technologies, a team of physicists made an advancement in spatial manipulation. What does that mean? AKA, that is augmented reality, but for real, and energy control of room temperature, quantum fluids of light, almost like ether or something, AKA polaridon condensates, marking a pivotal milestone for the development of high-speed, all-optical polaridon logic devices that have long held the key to next-generation unconventional computing. I don't like this. Like, I'm just not that person anymore. Technological advancements aren't super cool to me. Some of it is useful. Some of it, is... I don't think we always do the right things with these things when we have them. And, look at what's happening with beta testing and human experimentation and, Project Paperclip and all these things. We don't have a good track record with this type of thing. But I imagine they have a solution for that as well. But I'll include the link for this because it's super fascinating, but it is very technical jargon that they use there, so you might want to cross-reference and look a few things up. But to me, it's like D-Wave computer on steroids. Like they want to actually like bring things off the screen into reality. That's what I'm getting from this. And sometimes I wonder if that's why they use these 50-cent words. Well, $50 words is to conceal what's actually going on there. So I'll include that link as well. And the last thing, this. We were just talking about the Jim Carrey phenomenon again, but I never redid the video, so we're going to do that live. But this reminds me of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, where they get their memories of each other erased. And she's saying that she can already do this in mice. Now, most of us know that they can do brain mapping and all of this type of thing. But this is coming from the scientific community. And there's been a lot of gaslighting talking about false memories and how they're not reliable. And just that, again, there's two polarities here. There's no middle ground for most people, but I'm trying to stay as balanced as possible. Do these things exist? Yeah. Do they tell us about all of them? No. Where does most of our technology come from? It's funny how USA is inside of Jerusalem. We always back Israel, always, right? And they have the highest tech out there. So, I don't know, guys. We're getting into some creepy territory when they're actually admitting to these things openly. But I will include the link for all of these, and maybe we will take a look at them in a live stream if you want to kind of pull it apart and examine it all and see what it actually means. But yeah, it's weird territory and definitely a time of high strangeness. So we'll talk soon. Bye.